I'm Adrian.
Oh,
I'm Aaron Torres.
I'm Alana Cruz. We're solving quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. Our definitions are standard form, quadratic equation, and roots. Can you explain what the standard form is?
Standard form is basically just pandas, so parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction.
Roots is the value of x and the equation 1.
Quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0.
Okay, so this is our equation I'm going to do. 2x squared minus 4x minus 30 equals 0. So to use this in the equation, what I have to do is plug it in. So since this, we're saying that this is A, this is B, and this is C. So we do is plug this in from B, plug this in from A, plug this in from B, and plug this in from C, and this one from A. So after doing that, it would be negative times negative 4. And then plus and minus the square root of negative 4 squared minus 4 parentheses 2 parentheses negative 30, which over 2 times the a, which is 2. Okay, and then just solving this first, it would be a negative times a negative is a positive, plus and minus the square root of negative 4 twice, which is negative is a positive, and 4 times 4 is 16. Which, and now negative 4 times 2 is negative 18, and then it's negative 30 now, but we're going to divide it right now. And then we just rewrite it again and just multiply it more, which is x equals 4 plus minus dividing by square root by 16, and then negative says negative is a positive, so it's positive 40. Which will give us 256 over 4. And then we will write it again. 4 plus minus. And the square root of 256 is 16 over 4. So what we're going to do now is just add and subtract the same numbers. So which is x equals 4 plus 16 equals 20. So x equals 20 over 4, which gives us 2x equals 5. And then x equals 4 minus 16 over 4 is x equals negative 12 over 4, which equals x equals negative 3, which gives us 2 answers for x.
This project.
It's only one and then...
So my new equation is x squared plus 6x plus a equals 0. So this is has an exponent, this is b because no exponent but just a variable, and this is c because it's a constant. Plugging this into the equation, it would be x equals negative times the 6 and plus or minus the square root of 6 squared minus the 4 times the 1 because x is just a 1 times the 8 over the 2 times the 1 because x is just a 1. Solving everything, it would be negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 6, which is 36, minus the 4 times the 1 times the 8, which will give us negative 32. So it should be negative 32 over the 2. So it will be negative 6 plus or minus 4, because that's what's this left in it. And then over the 2, and then the square root of 4 will give us 2. So x equals negative 6 plus 2 will give us x equals negative 4 first, and then x equals negative 6 minus 2 will give us x equals negative 8, which gives us our 2 solutions for the x.
Okay, it's started.
So this is our word problem. A ball is thrown in the air with an initial velocity of 24 meters per second from a height of 3 meters. The height of the ball at any given time is given by the equation negative 5t to the power 2 plus 24t plus 3. Find the time of the ball when it hits the ground. So we know height is equal to 0. So then we just plug in the equation. 0 equals negative 5t squared plus 24t plus 3. So and then this is our variables a, b, and c. So we'll just plug it into the equation. 0 equals negative b plus or minus b squared plus minus 4ac divided by 2a. So we know negative 24 plus or minus squared 24 over 2 minus 4, and then we have to plug in the a and the c, so it's going to be negative 5 and 3. And then we have to divide this all by 2a, which will equal. First, we can solve this top part right here. Negative 4 times negative 5 equals 20 times 3 equals 60. So 24 to the power 2 minus 60. And then negative 24 plus or minus divided by negative 10, since 2 times 5 negative 10. Now we can solve for the square, or we can solve this and then subtract this. So 24 squared equals 636. So and then that minus 60 equals 576. So 576 squared negative 4 or negative 24 divided by negative 10 equal to 0. It's because I don't. So we know 24 squared is 576, and that plus 60 will equal 636 plus or minus negative 24 divided by negative 10 is equal to 0. We know this is 25.2, so it would just be negative 24 plus or minus 25.2 divided by negative 10 is equal to 0. Now we have to separate into two separate answers, so it would be negative 24 minus 25.2 and negative 24 plus 25.2. So one of our solutions would be 1.2, since we're adding it, divided by negative 10. Another one would be negative 49.2 divided by negative 10. So we could do this one right here, which would equal negative 0.12, and then this one could equal 4.92. And now we have both of our solutions, but it's asking us for the given time. And as this wouldn't make sense since it's a negative and we can't be going back in time, this would be our answers, meaning the ball would hit the ground at 4.92 seconds.
So this is A, this is B, and this is C, and basically you have to plug in each of them and to do that. So first you have to put negative B, and B is 5, so negative 5, and then plus or minus this, and then B squared would be 5 squared, and then minus 4, and then A is 1, and then C is 6, and then divided by 2, and then A is 1. So first we're gonna do 5 to the second power, and 5 times 5 is 25. And then 4 times 1 is -4, and then -4 times 6 is -24. So you put that together. And then divided by 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 25 minus 24 is 1. So you rewrite it again. So 1. And then, oh wait, you take this out first. And then 2. So -5 plus, you have to do it to me. So -5 plus 1 divided by 2, and -5 minus 1 divided by 2. -5 plus 1 is -4 divided by 2 is -2. And then for the second one, -5 minus 1 is -6. And -6 divided by 2 is by 2 is -3. And then those are 2 answers. Okay, so x squared plus 10x plus 16 equals 0. So basically you have to plug it all in again. B would be negative b, so -10 plus 1 minus and then b squared, so 10 to the second power minus 4, and then a is 1 and c is 16 divided by 2, and a is 1. So basically what you do is first you square 100, so -10 plus or minus 10 to the second power is 100 minus and then -4 times 1 is -4, and then -4 times 16 is, can you pause it? Go. Oh, okay, and then -4 times 16 is -64. And then below it, 2 times 1 is 2. So what you're going to do is 100 minus 64 is...
Yeah.
Okay, and 100 minus 64 is 36. You have to figure out the square root of 36, and the square root of 36 is 6. So you do -10 plus or minus 6 divided by 2. And then you have to split it into 2 groups. So -10 plus 6 divided by 2, and -10 minus 6 divided by 2. And after that you stop. -10 plus 6 is 4 divided by 2. Wait, no. -10 plus 6. Oh, -4, sorry. And then equals -2. And then -2 minus 6 is -16. Divided by 2 is -8. So you get -2 is 46, I think. Let me check. Okay, yeah, 46. Okay, you can delete. And you're gonna rewrite it again. And then basically what you do is you split it into two groups. -10 plus 36 divided by 2. And then -10.
Wait, don't you get this correct?
No.